Hello everyone and fellow stackers. I have another silver video update. This time it's about the history of silver. Now I watched a show on History Channel called Mankind, and there was a little segment about how the Spanish really colonized South America, Mexico, all those areas, and even the Portuguese, and they just took over that whole place mainly because of the silver that was there. And it goes on to explain a lot about how silver was mined and how they were mined, and how silver eventually became the world's universal currency. Okay, so I'm going to try and summarize that segment that I saw on Mankind about silver. And the first part was about this Englishman. He was a pirate. His name is Francis Drake, considered the most successful pirate in history. He plundered 70 Spanish ships, one of which was called the Cacafuego, Spanish galleon Cacafuego. It had 26 tons of silver, all mined from the Americas, and I assume the Americas meaning South America. And the guy took a lot of silver away from the Spanish. So it starts off with that, and then it goes on to talk about how the Spanish and the Portuguese really conquered South America and started really finding all these mines in South America. Now the place that they were referring to about the best place to mine silver was in the mountains of the Andes in South America, especially the mountain called Mount Potosi. It was pretty much a mountain of silver, like it's silver everywhere in that mountain. So the Andes and the Potosi area became the richest source of silver in the world. And for 300 years, Potosi supplied 80% of all the silver in the world. Okay, so one guy on this show came on and said, at the time people put a great value on silver, which is rare. You can take silver and break it up into small bits so that they can become a standard value of currency, and with that you can purchase and trade with other societies and increase the wealth of the entire world. How about that? And for the first 20 years, everything was working great, and they were able to produce a lot of silver. But after 20 years, the richest silver ore, like, they all got mined out, so they had to take a lower grade ore and try to figure out how to get that silver out of there. So it said the Spanish engineers faced a huge problem. The remaining ore is too low grade for the silver to be extracted using heat, so the silver would just boil away. So in 1553, this guy Bartolome Medina came to the Andes and tried to figure out a way to mine this silver out of the ore. He used the chemical formula to extract silver using mercury that worked in Europe, but what Medina didn't realize was that this ore in South America, this Potosi area, had no copper in it, and therefore the mercury combination didn't work. So Medina had to really come up with a solution how to get the silver out of these low-grade ores, and the missing ingredient was a common substance used to tan leather. The ingredient's called copper sulfate. So he mixed the copper sulfate with mercury, and it reacted really well. That helped separate the silver from its impurities. This paved way for massive silver production. 220 tons of silver mined each year, and with that the Spanish minted 2.5 million silver coins a year. Okay, so now what they were talking about with that coin, those coins that they minted, 2.5 million of them every year. That coin was called Pesos de Ocho, or pieces of 8. And I looked on the internet for that coin, and I found some coins that have the same design. I really wish I could have uploaded the Mankind segment, because they really do a great job of showing what all these coins look like. But I will, if I can find those pictures, I will put it at the end of the video so that you can see it. Yeah, Pesos de Ocho became the first world universal currency, and it really paved the way for mankind's prosperity. These coins are seen everywhere in the world, and it unites the world in the web of commerce. Okay, so what's really impressive that I found here, they also said that that coin, the Pesos de Ocho, was legal tender in the USA until 1857. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. That is pretty cool, you know. And one of those coins, the silver content or the worth is about $80 today. They do go on to show you that the design of that Pesos de Ocho coin has a scroll and pillar of the Spanish Royal Crest. Okay, and that pretty much inspired the most potent symbols of money, which is the dollar sign. That just blew my mind. I was like, wow, I never knew the dollar sign came from that. So at the end, after this video part, I'm gonna try and find a picture to show you so that you can see what I'm talking about in terms of this crest and the pillar. So okay, so here's what the Pesos de Ocho design looks like. The coin design looks like this. I typed Pesos de Ocho silver coin in Google, and this came up, which is very close to what I saw on Mankind's show. I don't know if this is Pesos de Ocho, but the design looks very, very similar. You see the pillar here and here, and then you see the swirl that looks like an S over here and there. So what they did was they took these pillars and put them together in the middle, and the S came in the middle, and that became the dollar sign. So this coin, or this design, really inspired the dollar sign to come into existence. So I found that really cool and interesting, and I want to share that with everyone. So that's pretty much it. I hope you liked the summary, and if you have any comments, please comment, and thank you for watching. Alright, keep stacking.